She's here with our weekly reality check.
What a week in Colorado politics. Our political analysts can hardly contain themselves. There's so much to talk about. Democrat Mike Dino, Republican Dick Wadhams. Let's dive in. As Jim and Karen just mentioned, I covered the president's rally in Colorado Springs. And Dick, he says he's going to win Colorado by a landslide.
Sean, he clarified that comment today. He's going to win Colorado unanimously, is what he's going to do. No, I got to tell you, it's just the normal Trump bravado. But I do think, though, that as we see Bernie Sanders getting closer and closer to possibly winning the nomination, that makes it look much better for Trump in Colorado. I really do. So, anyway.
So let's talk about Bernie Sanders. He had his rally here, also drew a big crowd and predicted that, you know, he's pretty confident he's going to win our presidential primary here. But you've got Buttigieg, Warren, Klobuchar also doing their rallies here. So give me your prediction for second and third on primary night.
Well, I do think Sanders tops it out as number one. It's a crapshoot for the rest of them. I mean, we thought Bloomberg had momentum. The debate kind of stemmed some of that, but he continues to outdistance everybody with ads. And the rallies, even Klobuchar, I mean, I was impressed with over 1,000 people she had, and even Tulsi Gabbard seemed to draw a crowd. So, you know, Colorado's a quirky state, and, you know, people you think that are going to win don't usually end up that way. So I'm excited to see what comes of it.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting night. You know, Dick, the president's rally here really had a twofold purpose, not just for him and his campaign, but also you want to make it very clear that he is 100% behind Senator Cory Gardner and that Republicans should fall in line.
Yes.
Will they?
They will, and Cory needed this. I mean, the Republican base has been very restless about Cory. They don't think some of them didn't think that he was supportive enough, but that rally accomplished what Cory needed. I mean, the president was very effusive with his praise and his support, and Cory as well, and he needed it. I know Democrats think that's the mark of death in the general election, but Cory needed this to get that solidified before we go into the general election.
So possible opponent of his, former Governor John Hickenlooper, turned in his signatures this week to make the Senate primary ballot, but he's also going through the caucus process where, you know, arguably his opponent Andrew Romanoff could be a favorite there. So is it a mistake on Hickenlooper's part, Mike, do you think, to go through the caucus too?
Well, one, I think it's great he got his signatures and got them early. It's important to go through the caucus process. You have some Democrats that are going to be a little irritated with him that he collected signatures, but nonetheless, they'd be very angry if he avoided them completely. There's county assemblies and the state convention that allow speaking opportunities, and I think John's got a little bit of a challenge right now where people think he's missing too many forums. So this is a good chance for him to be in front of key constituency when it comes to the nomination.
That's a good point, but he could come in second place. Does that hurt him?
Well, I think it would, Sean, actually, because the headline would be Romanoff defeats Hickenlooper at state convention. And so I don't think it's fatal, but I think there's a little bit of embarrassment there if it happened.
So we shall see. Back to you, Jim and Karen.
Thanks, Sean. And you gents, you can catch the next Democratic debate right here on CBS4. That'll be Tuesday evening starting at 6 o'clock.